Check out FlipsideGaming.com for all your gaming needs. Use the promo code HEROES to save 10% on all orders over $10. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and it's that time of the week again where we count down your top 10 hottest cards of the week in this special edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. Now, if you've been paying attention to the secondary market, you know what to expect today. Reserve list cards still a huge focus out there. Many collectors, many players picking them up. Few different reasons. In a lot of cases, they are targeted buyouts. You're seeing that more and more, of course, as this trend continues. But there's also other reasons some of these cards are going up in value. Preemptive buys are pushing the price points of cards in a lot of situations. That's when players see other reserve list cards spiking and they decide, you know what, I'm going to pick up the reserve list cards that I want now before they go up in value. And that pushes them to go up in value. Remember too, Caltagirone just came out. A lot of players are building new commander decks around some of these cards from Caltagirone. And in some cases, that does lead to people discovering cards from the reserve list that they didn't even realize were out there because they noticed that they could be good in one of these new commander builds. Before we go into today's details, though, just a fast reminder, if you go to FlipsideGaming.com, you can use that Heroes promo code to save 10% on orders over $10. You can pick up Caltagirone products there or else a whole lot of other things you're going to find on the website. For example, though, if you want to pick up a collector booster box of Caltagirone, remember to put in that Heroes promo code because it will take the price down to $190.80. And any order that you make there over $100, or if it consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the United States. On top of that, whenever you use the promo code, it does support the channel, which is always appreciated. So thank you. And without any further ado, let's get into it. Number 10 is Land Cap. This goes up $5.53 to $7. That's a 377% increase. This is a good time to let you know that our top 10 is based on two major pieces of criteria. One is a percentage increase of value. We're not just looking at cards that financially are moving a lot. We want to see cards that are moving a lot percentage-wise. Secondly, we're also looking at a true increase in sales, not just an increase in asking price. When it comes to a card like this one, I don't see it played a lot in Commander. I mean, these type of lands can show up, sure. But for the most part, like a lot of the cards you're going to see today, this is moving because of its status on the reserve list. Number 9, Afaya Grove. This goes up $6.81 to $9.49 for a 254% increase this week. Now, I haven't necessarily seen this showing up in any Vorinclex, Monstrous Raider Commander builds recently, but it feels like this could be a decent card there. Number 8 is Mystic Decree. This goes up $7.41 to $9.71 for a 322% increase. Now, this card, of course, again, moving mostly because it is on the reserve list, but I do see this in some commander builds. Many times in particular, this will show up in Feldegriff decks. Number 7 is our Gothian Worm. This goes up $10.21 to $14.22. That is a 255% increase this week. Again, a card that does see a little commander play, but mostly moving because it is dry in the secondary market online due to its reserve list status. Number 6 is Wormwood Treefolk. This goes up $13.64 to $18.53. That is a 279% increase. This card has a lot in common with other cards on the list today, not just that it's on the reserve list. It's a green card. There's a lot of green cards on our top 10 today. It's also a card from the dark. There's a lot of cards from the dark that are hot right now. It seems like we had a few rounds of cards from the dark spiking over the last number of months. Now it seems like we're at a point where people are going back and saying, okay, which reserve list cards from the dark haven't spiked yet? I need to buy those before they do. And you're seeing cards like this jumping. Now, I will say this about the card, though. I don't think it's a horrible spec. Wizards has been very focused on classic tribes recently. We've seen that in a number of their products. And it's only a matter of time before Treefolk gets some more love in the future. We start the top 5 with Blizzard. This goes up $14.32 to $15.95. That's an 876% increase, the largest percentage increase of the week. And remember, Caltagirone did bring the snow mechanic back. There are a lot of players building various commander builds with snow cards right now. I'm not really seeing this one show up a whole lot, but I do see it every once in a while in the odd Jorn God of Winter commander deck list. Number 4 is Hidden Path. It goes up $17.46 to $24.10. That is a 263% increase. Another card that's green, another card from the dark. Number 3 is Scarwood Bandits. Is it a reserve list card? Check. Is it a green card? Check. Is it from the dark? Check. Yep. Okay. It can be on our top 10. This goes up $22.25 to $28.16 this week. That is a 376% increase. Number 2 is Dominating Licid. This goes up 2366 to 2998. That's a 374% increase. This card actually does see a fair amount of commander play in various builds. Now, it is still kind of rare if you look it up on like EDHREC, for example, but I think more commander players would play with it if they either knew about it or could get their hands on it. And number 1 is Catacomb Dragon. This is the only card to return from last week's top 10. It goes up 2855 to 4140 for a 222% increase. That is the lowest percentage increase in the video today. And this just goes to show you that players are interested in speculating on some of these cards from the big tribes that are on the reserve list. We have seen a number of obscure dragons on the reserve list going up in value the last week or so. Alright, that's going to do it for our top 10 this week. Now, if you're not interested in reserve list cards, these have been probably pretty boring videos. But I would recommend that you check out our regular episode of the Market Watch that we do every weekend. Those are usually about 30 minutes long, but we take a deep dive into the secondary market, look at everything that's going on. Granted, those videos recently have been dominated by the reserve list as well, because that's just what's happening in the secondary market. That's the news, so we report it. But there we have the opportunity to look at a wider scope of cards, and we do see cards that are moving that are sometimes Pioneer legal cards, Modern legal cards. We're able to look at more than just reserve lists there. Until next time, though, hey, stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page, as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.